Well, hello, my spooky darlings. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to part 2 of the Hocus Pocus Cottage / the Sanderson Sister house from the movie Hocus Pocus. What a beautiful title. Welcome. Part 2. We're going to be cracking on with a bit more today. Exterior-wise, I've done lots off camera just to sort of get a vibe coming across. And I'm starting to really enjoy how it looks now. So I'll show you that in just a second. Sorry there was no video yesterday. I just didn't have the energy. Did not have the energy to do a video after going out at the weekend, going to a concert. I was done. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to stay off online and just look after myself for that day. So I did. But yes, that's what we're going to be doing today. Lots of landscaping, I think, today. I've got a few objects I want to pull into the mix as well and just make this look a little bit better than it already does. Now, I have done quite a bit off of camera, as I've said, so I can't wait to show you the guys what ideas I've come up with for some of the things that we had last time. So today is going to be the Hocus Pocus house. Tomorrow, let's build the worlds. And then on Friday, we're going to be ending the week with the Potter project. So yeah, within the next couple of weeks, we're going to be on to a new Let's Build the Worlds. And I can't wait. I'm very excited. So without further ado, let's get into game and start building. So here we are, my darlings. I'm going to point out all of the changes, but you can probably notice a really good change. Look what I did. I really wanted to do that pink kind of like cloudy, fluffy smoke coming out of the chimney. What I'd used was the cloud lights. These lights here, I actually sized them up, and then I rotated them around with the tool mod. And then what I did is put those kind of glowing orbs from Realm of Magic in there. Now, no, they are base game. These cloud lights are base game. I just thought that was really effective coming out of the chimney. And it was the only thing that kind of looked like smoke. And I'm really happy with that, especially with the colors as well. The color's perfect. Looks very much like the movie indeed. Now, I also made this banister here using the tool mod as well. These are wood wands. Those are the wood wands from Realm of Magic. I just sized them up, rotated them here and there. Honestly, this took me too long to do. But I like how it looks. I like how it looks. Very handmade, very beautiful. And I like it. I like it indeed. I've also gone around and done some more kind of details all throughout this house, including all of the walls, the vines, around to the back as well. All of the windows are on there, including all of the vines and all of the kind of like dilapidated look that we're going for with this place. It's here to stay. I also made a little entrance out here. I've yet to do some kind of like more, I don't know, marks and stuff on the walls there. Yeah, I haven't done that just yet. And I've also made a start on the interior as well. So this is the interior coming in. What is hin? Also, please ignore this one. I don't know if you can see it. Look at the size of that spot. It's like a breast. I have a breast on my very chin and I'm fuming about it. I've also made those cages. We're going to do another one of these together once we get into the interior. With the tool mod itself, I just rotated these like caged. Well, no, they're not. They're arches. I made it look like one of those cages like those two guys were trapped in and they were poking him with a broom and whatnot. I thought that would have been perfect. So we've got this like little walkway coming up here. The stairs going across here. We're going to make this place look like it as it would have when they were living in it hundreds of years ago, rather than the museum that it actually turned out to be in the kind of movie in the present day and stuff. We're going to actually make this look like a little witch's home with 3 bedrooms as well, 3 tiny little bedrooms for all of the sisters. Toilet, we haven't done a toilet because I'm thinking about doing an outhouse around this area here, which we'll probably try and do that today, to be honest with you. Oh, the black flame candle. Looks great in live mode, if I can. Is it lit? Did you light it? Oh, she did. Look. It's actually like the black flame candle. I didn't even realize that. That is from the paranormal pack as well. So, yeah, just wanted to show that. So, I've done quite a bit, loves. I have done quite a bit, but I am very much looking forward to doing a bit more of this with you guys today. So, without further ado, let's get into building, shall we? Now, you can obviously see I've already gone to town with the kind of landscaping and stuff around here. Annoyingly. This is so annoying. So annoying. This here, this grass here, you can see it's floating. Like this is floating. I cannot grab it for the life of me. It will not let me grab it. I have tried everything. I think the snap point is like in the terrain somewhere. So what I had to do was try and layer up the grass just so it didn't look like it was floating too much, but it still is. And I don't know what to do about it. So we're just going to leave that. I'm just pointing out the flaws, loves. Just pointing out the flaws with this place. So what I really want to do, we're going to still carry on with the front of this. But today, as I said, lots of landscaping is going to be done. I do want to build that outhouse. I want to put a well here as well. A well as well. And I also used, I forgot to say, I used this like wall for the kind of like mill wheel to kind of join in with it. And I quite like that. That's from Cottage Living as well, darlings. How were you lot doing? How was your weekend? Mine was great. It really was. It was lovely to spend some time with friends and stuff because, as you all know, we've all needed that the past few years and whatnot. Well, the past few months, but the past few years, that's how long it's gone on for. So it was nice to just spend some time with friends and just chill out. It was so lovely to just chill out and just be around some of my friends, you know. It's very important to do that, as I've always said. But now more than ever. But I hope you've had a lovely weekend. I really do. I hope you've had a lovely weekend, and I hope you're all doing very well indeed. Very well indeed. Now I'm going to put this grass here, but I'm going to move it down with a tool mod in just a second. But, oh, do I need to move that down? They normally float anyway, no matter what surface these are on, these grass bits. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see. They do float quite a bit, so I always move them down anyway. But let's do that together, shall we? So a boop and a do, like that. That is the technical term, darlings. And a minus 0.3, I think. Oh, it's beautiful, that. Beautiful. Let me see that from the front. Yes, with some definite more landscaping pieces going in. And I've been using a lot of these soil bumps as well. I don't know what they're called. Street deco, dirt mounds. I've been using these like under the trees and stuff. It just gives it a little bit more, I don't know, 3D. Makes it look a bit more realistic to me. So that's what I have been doing. I want those collections of mushrooms. Not you. Is it you? Are you here? No, it's not them. I think it must be these then. Yep, there we go. I want some of these in the front here as well. Mushrooms everywhere here, darlings. Absolutely everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Yesterday, I was just chilling out watching some classic movies, but I ended up watching lots of classic like witch movies, my favorite kind of witch movies. I watched The Craft, which is one of my all-time favorite movies. I went to watch the new one and I just watched the trailer and I was just like, I can't do it. I can't do it to myself. It's just not the vibe. So I didn't end up watching the Craft trailer. Has anybody seen the new Craft movie? It's not for me. I haven't watched it, but it's not for me. It's absolutely not for me. What else did I watch? Oh, Practical Magic. One of my favorites as well. One of my favorites. And then I was like, oh, do you know what? I want something a bit more like autumnal vibes now. So I ended up watching Mona Lisa Smile, which is not a witch movie in itself, but it's an absolutely cracking movie if you're interested in a good film with an amazing cast. Anything with Julia Roberts in and I'm there, to be honest. I am there. And she was there. She was there in the film. I won't lie. She was in the film. Absolutely. But yeah, what a great movie that is. But I've had a few people ask me if I'm going to be building the Practical Magic house. I've always wanted to. I might make that a speed build this month sometime. And just try and build the Practical Magic house because I just love it. I love the cast in that as well. Sandra Bullock, Nicole Kidman, Rizzo from Greece. I don't know their name. And the other lady from Edward Scissorhands. I don't know her name either. But they were great. One of my favourites. What is your favourite autumnal films to watch? I'd be interested to know because you guys always give me really good recommendations for stuff like that. Sleepless in Seattle is another one for me for some reason. Sleepless in Seattle. I absolutely love that film around autumn time. Harry Potter as well. All the Harry Potter movies. Love them around autumn time too. That's perfect, but this does need to come down a little bit more now as well. You probably saw I've used a lot more trees as well from last time. I have littered the place in trees. And I am in live mode, so they're all are in this like autumnal color. Making sure of that for the videos. But obviously this might look a whole lot different when you place it down if it's summer or something on your lot. It will tend to look a little bit different, darlings. That's just the way that things are with seasons, you know. It's just the way that things are. Really is. Also, guys, I'm going to be live on Twitch tonight if you want to join me. We're playing a horror game called At Dead of Night. I started it last week. It's about being trapped in this scary hotel with this man chasing you. It's not for the faint-hearted, let me just say that. So if you do want to join me, 7 p.m. GMT. If not, then don't bother. Don't bother, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to train under these like grassy bits here. I still want some grass to be here, but I do predominantly want it to be more brown. Do you know what I mean? I am going to soften this up though. This is still quite harsh here, that line. I don't like it. There we go. That's a bit better. Still soften it up. Do we want to put a fence here? I might try and find a nice fence, you know, like a broken down fence for the front of the house. Or the cottage, sorry. I might actually do that. Yeah, do you know what? Let's do it together. Are they in here now? Yeah, they are. So they've got this one, haven't they? That are kind of like rickety and old and broken down. Is that the best we can do? What about you? You kind of join in with it, though. Yeah. Yeah, you do. Yeah, I think these are probably the best we can do, really. They almost look too big. Oh, I like these. I mean, then, oh, yes. Screw the other ones, loves. Absolutely screw the other ones. We're going to use this one. I think this is just more fitting for the house. I just think it fits in with the cottage a lot more. Don't you? Don't you? Don't you? Why is that one shorter? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Oh, no, that's a bit weird. If I do it that way, that would be better, wouldn't it? Yes, it would, Adrian. Oh, yes, it would. And I'll do the same here as well. But yeah, oh my God, you should have seen the amount of time I spent on doing that there. Oh, because I'm not good with the tool mod. And I'm fine with that. I'm just not a tool mod builder. You know, there's some people out there who just take to it like that ducks to water. But I'm not one of them. So that took me a long moment, probably a good hour just to do that staircase. But I think it's effective, you know? It's effective enough. I wish there was a broken down version of this, but there isn't, sadly. Sadly, there's not. Let's flop you up to there. Tell you what, I've started rewatching as well, and it's so embarrassing to see. No, it's not embarrassing because I love it. It's one of my favourite evers. But I've started rewatching Downton Abbey again for the fifth time. I just wanted something cozy, you know, cozy to watch, and Downton just fills all of that for me. I love Downton. I love it. So I've started it again. Started it from the beginning. Tom's like, you're not watching that again. I was like, I bloody am, darling. I bloody am, I tell you. So I did. Yeah, there. Great story, Aiden. Well done. Right, that needs to be taken down with the tool mod a bit, but let me see if the fence is working. It is, but I think it needs to be broken up with, maybe not there, because it kind of take, I know, maybe there actually. I still think it needs like a little hedge or something here. A little hedge or something in there just to break up the fence itself. It just looked a little bit too long there for me, for my eye. Yeah, I think so. I think we can do better than that though. Maybe get some more mushrooms out here. Where are those groups? You never know which one is a group and which is not now, darlings. Flop you out here, my sweet. Let's flop a few of these in front here. Oh, yes. We'll tuck you into there. And what I'm going to do is filter for cottage living. And then use some of this grass out here as well. I think that would really work. This might be a bit tall though. I think one might be enough like that. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, then that one's fine. We'll put one there as well. That's better. Yeah, that's just broken it up a lot more. It doesn't look so long in the front there. The only problem is it kind of like covers a lot of this detail there, but you know, I like my builds to look good in 360 degrees, not just from the front, like the gallery. Do you know what I mean? Like it's on the gallery. I can't be dealing with that. Can't be dealing with that. I remember when I first started out, so many builds look beautiful from the gallery. And I'm not like shitting on anybody's builds or anything, but so many builds would look beautiful from the gallery. You'd download them, they look great from the front. You go around the back and it's a hot bloody mess, loves. Can't be dealing with that. It does sound like I'm shitting on people's builds, doesn't it? Oh well, I'm not, you know, and I know my truth. God, what am I like? What am I like? I'll tell you what I'm like. Silly bum. Silly bum, but you all know that by now. Absolutely all know that. Right, just on these little divots here, I'm going to do that. Maybe a bit more under the grassy knolls. There we go, darling. All around to there. We need a post here, my love. Don't forget a post there. And don't forget to lift that. Sink that down into the terrain a little bit more as well. All those little details, loves. I loves it. Loves doing the little details. It's my favourite bit about building. My favourite bit about building. Ah, he's back. Aiden's back. Aiden's back to make a fool of himself on the internet, you know? Oh, well. Oh, well. Who doesn't nowadays, you know? Who doesn't nowadays? Anyway, sorry, I just hit my mic. So, we need a well. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to terrain paint underneath of all of these trees, all up on this hill and whatnot. And then we're going to come together and we're going to landscape it and get in this area out looking a little bit nice out here. I do want to get the outhouse here, to be honest with you. Maybe around there. So I might even have to flatten a bit of the terrain. So just give me 2 jiffies and I'll be right back. And we'll start some more landscaping. And there we are. Done a bit of the terrain painting. Just to deepen it down a bit. Make it look a little bit nice. So it sets into the area that we're going to be working on now. I still want it to be overgrown. I do want things to be overgrown. Yes, the sisters still live here and whatnot. But I still want kind of grass to be peeping out from every orifice. And that word makes me go a bit, ugh. But I'm going to use it anyway. It's still kind of growing out from all of the pavers and whatnot. I could probably size these down as well, to be honest with you, to move back in this level. But let me just see what that's going to entail. Oh, no, that's all right, actually. I thought that was going to look a bit weird. Maybe one more. Yeah, one more. There we go. And if I move you back a bit. Lovely. Yes. Yes, that's doing what I want it to. And I want to use the same kind of like palette as what we got going on here. Lots of greens and browns and dark reds and whatnot. So I'm going to litter these in places that I think that they would match well in. So I'm going to flop a few around here. Let me just get this right. And here as well. So what I'll do with them afterwards is sink these down with the tool mod. But I still want to leave gaps and stuff here and there just so it doesn't look too kind of like uniform. Do you know what I mean? You probably don't. I hope you do. But if you don't, I'm sorry. I don't explain things very well. I'm more of a visual person. I'm more of a visual person than an explainer. That's why I would not make a good teacher. One, that is not the only reason I would not make a good teacher. The other reason is I just don't like children. No, don't like them. Bit like the Sanderson sisters, actually. Suck their souls out and whatnot. Joking. I'm joking, for goodness sake. Can you imagine? Come, no, it's not a time to sing, Aiden. It's definitely not. Especially not sucking souls out of children like the Sanderson sisters. For goodness sake. What we like. Tell you what we like. Silly bum. And I knew there was going to be somebody out there that knew exactly what I was going to say then. But we are absolute silly bums in this place. We really are. Okay. Yep, they're all fine. Let's get that tool modded and let's whiffle these down into place, into submission, you may say. Is that floating? That one there looks okay. I'm going to leave that. I'll probably put a bush in front of that one instead. Let's get all the other buggers that we've got going on here. But I tried to look to see if this was a real house, and I don't think it is. I think it was made especially for the movie. I've heard on the grapevine that they are filming on Rhode Island now. One of my Twitch viewers, their grandparent is actually going to be an extra. Or I think they were going to be an extra for it, which is so exciting. To know that they are filming Hocus Pocus 2 makes me incredibly moist. It really does. I can't wait to see Bette Midler back. Oh, absolutely love a bit of Bette Midler. I mean, who doesn't? And if you don't, then I pity you. Oh, we need to cover those cars as well. I don't know how we're going to do that with the tool mod, obviously, but We need to cover something on those cars. I'm just not feeling the vibes from them. I'm really not. Right, we'll flop you two to there. Let me see that. That's going to work. Yes. That's going to work. We need a big one up here as well. Can I mix up the colour of this? I remember trying the yellow, and the yellow was just a bit too bright for here. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't sit with the palette very well. I was pretty gutted about that. There was another version of it, but then it was just the same. And this one. It's just a little bit too bright for this palette, I think. I want it to be very muted and understated. And they just weren't fitting the vibes. The dark green's okay. It's not what I want, though. It's not what I want for that. Anyway, let's stick with what we had, because that was working. So, where are we putting this outhouse, then? I'd probably want to stick it around here. This grass might not work. That might add to it, actually. So, before I put the bushes down, let me just try and do an outhouse. All I want is, like, that big of an outhouse. For the witches to come out and do their little witchy poos and their little witchy ways, you know? The little witchy woes and their witchy ways. It's the only way for it. But this tree is not playing ball. It's very annoying, actually. So I might have to move the tree like up to here. Oh, it's 2. Oh, God, it's 3. Oh, I wonder if I can whiffle them around a little bit more in a different area. What about there? What would that look like? That might be a bit too close to the house. So if I do that there, let me see that. And then what I could do is move this one into here. I think I'm going to tuck it away one more into there, like that. Oh, yes. Yes, that works. And then what I'm going to do is move this down the tool mod now. So I think we'll do a 0.6. See what that does. Oh, that's perfect. Let me see that. Oh, no, she's floating there. No, we need to put that down again. Elevate. I'm going to do another 0.6. So we should have done a 1.2, shouldn't we? Is that right, maths? Quick maths. 1 + 1 is 2, you know? Look at me. Einstein. Absolute Einstein. Very proud of myself. Very proud of myself indeed. Anyway, so, yeah, that's a better place for it. So let's do this. I'm going to use this wooden paneling that I've used on the inside. I think that would be the perfect outhouse. I mean, that tree is going through the ceiling there slightly, but we're just going to allow it. We're going to allow it. We're not going to move it. It's fine. And more the overgrown, you know. More the overgrown, the better, to be honest. Right, we're going to get you to there. I know we can't see a bloody thing here because the trees are in the way, but we're just going to guess together. Guess together, my loves. Flop you into there. No eaves, please. Flaps in, my loves. Everyone tuck your flaps in. You up to there as well. We're going to bring you down to around about there. Lovely. Oh, you will also know as well, I made a design choice with the roofing. Decided to go for the thatched roof. We'll just pretend that this had... Well, we don't even need to pretend. This is when they were living in it. So it would have had a thatched roof back then, you know? So that's what we're going to do. I mean, I'm guessing it would have had a thatched roof by then, but... Who can say? Who can say? I know who can say. Us. Yes. And that's what's happened. Yes, it has. Let me see that. Oh, yes, that's perfect. Perfect. Good door. Oh, do you know what? This door would do well on there as well, to be honest with you. It really would. So I'm going to put a little door there as well. Oh, beautiful. I mean, they've got nowhere to take a bath or a shower, which is a shame. But, oh, do you know what? Maybe I could make it 1 tile longer. The grass is kind of annoying me. Where are you? This one. It is kind of annoying me in there. Oh, there we go. And will that look... Oh, no, that looks okay. This does need to be taken down with the tool mod. That will be fine there. Just because, for gameplay purposes, I would like to put a bath in here, to be honest with you. So, flooring. Let's just use the same flooring as what we had inside, which is this one in that tone as well, I think. I think that was the right tone. Let me see. Yeah, it was. And then bath-wise, we've got that really old, this one. Stunning. Oh, yes. Yes, please. Maybe I could... No, it's going to need to go there. And I'm going to have to do a toilet and a sink somewhere. I kind of need to move the door over to one side, but I really don't want it just for aesthetics. I might climb some ivy up it. That'll help. So we've got that there. So I can do the toilet here. And obviously we're going to use this toilet of dreams for the Sandersons. Now, sink-wise, I think this might be a bit difficult. Because nothing really... The only one that would kind of semi-work would be this one here, I think. I mean, they wouldn't have had running water back in this day. But again, for gameplay purposes, we're just going to do it. We're going to do it. Okay, as long as everything's in there, we'll come back to that at a later date. We're going to do more landscaping now, my loves. More landscaping around. So, first off, let me get these bushes tackled down. Ah, that's where we were before I got distracted with the outhouse. We were doing bushes around here, weren't we? So let's get a few more of these going down here. Let's size you down, coming around to the back and spin you around. Let's do another one of them there. Beautiful. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. We're going to do a few more back here as well. So if I can do maybe one there. Beautiful. And another one. I'm just going to plonk you down to about there. Now I need to go around with the tool mod and just get all of these down at a better level. So here, here, here. Was there one more in front of that one? There was, look. Don't think I forgot about you, darling. I can see you. I can see what you're doing. You. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it, darlings. We're going to do a minus 0.6 just to be safe. Let me have a little look in case there's any floaters. Nobody likes a floater. Make sure you flush, darlings. Very childish. Very childish indeed. Aiden, stop being such a child. No, don't. Actually, nobody stop being children out there. Please don't. Don't grow up. It's a trap. It's an absolute trap. No matter what age you are. Never lose that. Never lose that, my darlings. I got taught that at a very young age. And I'm glad I did, because that's why I'm a big fat child now. Big fat child. Well, you know. If the shoe fits. If the shoe fits. Yes, little toadstone menagerie. Oh, you can tell I've been watching Downton. I'm like, menagerie. Right, okay. And more of these. I'm going to like do one by one and just plonk some in all the places I think they would work. Making sure that they're not going to float too much. That is sort of floating. But we'll sort that out in a minute. Excuse you, Mr. House. Thank you. Right, here. The mushrooms going up on this hill. I think they would look cute, like going up the back here. Underneath the shaded area. One more there. Don't worry, I'm going to move all these down with the tool mod. You can have like a little moment of them along there. Along with a bush, I think, maybe on that side. Don't know. We'll think about that. Back here as well. More of these, please, if you would. Oh, 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 oh. Where's the sweet spot? There it is. Stunning. Still need to move this grass down as well. We're going to plant a few more in there. Let me just see this. Pull out. Not stick. Behave. Behave, the lot of you. Behave. I know where your minds went, because my mind went there as well. And we are all the same in this family. Right, let me move these down with a tool mod as well. There we go. All of the mushrooms have been tool modded down into the ground. They're just all sitting very nicely around here, I think. Now, I need to see where these trees are before I put some more of the... I just want to put some more single ones here and there. Now, hopefully, I don't have to use the tool mod on these. That's not proving good. They were working with me just a minute ago, and they're not doing it anymore, and I'm very fuming about it, to be honest. There we go. That's in the ground, isn't it? Absolutely not. No, it's not. Damn! Damn you, indeed. I'm just going to float these around. I also am going to size them down as well, again, just so it doesn't look too repetitive. And I'm going to have to put these down with a tool mod, sadly. Sadly, I will. That does not matter too much. Oh, these witches are going to be all about the mushrooms. Well, what can you say? They just enjoy getting off their tits of a Tuesday, you know? Nice mushroom tea. See lots of colours. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. And who are we? Who are we to judge? You know? Who are we to judge indeed? Yeah, no, that looks cute. I like that. That does look nice. I thought I was going to have to do more. The only things I think we need to put back here, a few, these were quite effective around the trees. So I might even do a few more of these, like just coming out of the trunk areas like this. I'm going to double that one actually. Do you around that side? Yes, that looks nice. Yes. Just coming from the like tree areas, I think. Oh, same review over here. I think it was about there, the tree. Let me see this. Excuse you. Yes. Yeah, I do like that. I do like that indeed. Let's put another one around there as well. Come with me. Come with me. I'm going to put some down there too. Yeah, that looks nice. Yeah, I think that's just enough. Just what I want here. Now, I thought for fun, we should get their brooms out. But also, I want to get a Hoover out as well. And I don't know whether to make them look like they're flying back here. Just for a little bit of whimsicalness. You know? Make them look like they're flying. Let's do it. Let's do it together. Okay, so. Broom. Let's have a little look at Broom. See what ones we can pull out. I mean, that does look like a Hoover in itself, doesn't it, really? I was going to use the... I know it's a rocket broom. I was going to use the actual Hoover, though. I might still use the actual Hoover just for the shits, tits, and giggles of it. You know? Yeah, let's do this. Right, okay. We're going to make these look like they're all following each other. So, Winfred, I'm going to have you with a flame one with the orange. Sarah's, I might do this one. And we need the Hoover. What do you... The vacuum and misc appliances. Yeah, something like this. Have you got a red one in here? Oh, they do. Yeah, I think we're going to do this. Does this work with the tool mod? We're going to find out together. So, what I want to do first is just get them all in a line. Maybe like there, and there. And then the Hoover a little bit further back this way. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is select all of them. Hopefully we can elevate to maybe, let's see 0.4. Let me see if that would work. No, that's too low. Maybe do another, let's do another one. Yeah, I think that could work. Is that eating into any trees or any, oh, it kind of is, look. Maybe down again then. Let's go down minus 0.5. Oh, 5, darling. 5. Let me see if that's going to eat into the trees. Oh, it still does. These trees are proving more difficult than what they're worth, so I'm going to get rid of them. They're just too... Yeah, they're too big. They're too big back here. I think I'll find some smaller ones. We'll do that in a minute. Let's do this first. Excuse you. Down here. Now what we're going to do... I want to rotate them. Let me see what axis... Oh, the Hoover's on a different axis. Okay. Well, let me deselect you. I'm going to rotate these ones. Maybe like a... Let me see what 120 would look like. Let me see what 120 would look like in what direction. No. So let's go back again. Now, I fear this may work. What rotation are you on again, None? Okay, you can't because you're a wall fixed. Oh, you're too low now. Oh, they dropped down. Oh, damn. What about if I do it from here again? There we go. That's better. We'll just have to raise these up. I didn't want these to be too much in a line together. I mean, that is all right height, actually. I thought I needed it higher, but I actually don't. I think what I'm going to do is keep them at this height. That Hoover's absolutely hilarious. Imagine writing on that. I would love that. I would love that. Above hallowed ground. You know, darlings? Above hallowed ground. Yeah, I think I'm feeling that. I think I'm feeling that. Now what I want to do is get that menu short for a start. We need some of those magical orbs down here. I'm thinking maybe doing... do I want to do them different colours? I was going to size these down and just lift them up slightly around the broom area. It's hard to see where they are, but if I do it to like here... Oh, and do just like 3 of the different colours... Just trailing out from each broom. Let me see what height that would be. Maybe. Maybe. I'm not massively feeling it. But I think so. Let me just have a little look. God, it's so, like, it's so annoying. You're kind of, wherever you're looking, your vantage point on stuff, whether or not you've got it right or not. Yeah, that could do with a bit of work. That could do with a bit of work, but I kind of like the idea of it. But I'll leave that for now, I think. I think I'll leave this whole thing for now, to be honest. We've managed to get quite a bit done today. I mean, you probably don't think so, but a lot of the landscaping is done, to be honest with you. Obviously, I've still got to put the trees at the back here. Find better ones. Move that roof along there as well. God, I bet someone was shitting themselves. But we'll get back to this. We will come back with this next week, and we'll get into the interiors of this next week, which is going to be really cool. I cannot wait to do the interiors. Really, really can't. But yes, I'm going to leave you on this point. Let's get a little bit of spooky lighting going, darlings. Oh, very spooky. Very spooky indeed. But I'm going to leave you now. Thank you so much for watching. As I said, I will be back tomorrow with Let's Build the Worlds. Let's get some loving comments down below. I adore you all, and I will see you then. Goodbye.